Welcome back, everyone, to the Oakland Women's Soccer Notebook. My name is Neil Rule, the broadcast voice of the Golden Grizzlies. We went right to the top for this one. It is Juan Pablo Favero, the head women's soccer coach here for the Golden Grizzlies. And JuanPa, appreciate you taking some time. And we got a couple of topics we have to get into, but we have to check in with you. I know the fall season just wrapped up for you guys. And look, this isn't the best of times. Certainly, there's no question about that. You guys not able to play matches, but I think you were able, and I know you were able because getting to know you, I know how you roll. You guys were able to pull the positive out of the situation and get a lot of quality work done.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, we're all dealing with some challenges, and perspective, right, is a superpower right now with everything that's going on. So I think for us, we've tried to keep our team engaged, to stay positive, and most of all, to stay focused on the task at hand. We knew we weren't going to get to play any games, but we needed to prepare for a spring season that we're still hoping will happen, will take place for us starting in February. So, but the fall was good. For us, we were able to focus on very specific tactical topics, and to dig deep into topics. We picked a topic per week, basically, and just really, kind of like a dentist, drilling in there. I guess that's an awful analogy, but
it is. Well, I'm not gonna lie, it is.
I've done better.
You have.
But maybe, okay, so like somebody digging for gold. Let's use that.
There we go, JuanPa.
There we go. So we were trying to really go in deep and teach, and especially for freshmen, right? In a normal year, they come in, they're 2 weeks with us, it's go in deep end, start swimming, and sink or swim. And so I think they'll benefit from this, and the rest of the team as well. We were able, again, to just focus very, very detailed manner on what we wanted to do. And the girls worked hard. I'm really proud that they never complained. We had to wear masks and our gaiters the whole time. And we did that whether we were indoors or outdoors. Thankfully, the weather was nice, and most of our trainings were in our practice field. But we wore gaiters the whole time. And I honestly complained more about it myself than they did. Just when I was trying to coach and talk, and for them to be running and doing obviously a high end, physically demanding sport with that on, I was really proud of that. And our biggest win is, we had no COVID cases the whole time. And that's a testament to the doctors, the athletic trainers, the process we put in place. We're thankful for the administration for giving us the opportunity to train. And the girls obviously doing what they were supposed to do and minimizing risk. And so we're grateful for that we went unscathed in terms of COVID.
Well, JuanPa, the other breaking news out of your program, speaking of wins, signing day has come and gone. So your recruiting class in the books, and I think that is a theme, right? You feel like you picked up some wins in that as well.
For sure. And this is our smallest class that we brought in since we've been, in charge of leading the program. And that was by design. Obviously, we knew our roster was starting to, bubble over in terms of the size, and we don't ever want to be too big of a roster. There are other colleagues of ours who see it differently, and they have 30 plus on their rosters. And in terms of our culture and what we're trying to do, for us, that just doesn't work. And so, again, this class was going to be smaller always. So we picked up 4. We still are looking for, for one more key addition in the center back. I don't have to say names, but I can say the position. We're looking either for another center back, or perhaps someone that can also double up as a defensive center mid. So we're confident that we're going to end up landing a very high quality player there. But we picked up a great goalkeeper, Haley from Michigan Hawks, who gives us a different kind of goalkeeper than what we have, just a bigger physical presence. But obviously, like most players that we have coming in, they're very technical. Our goalkeepers are very good with their feet. And Haley is phenomenal communicating. So we're excited about that. We picked up a Varder kid as well, our 2 Michigan kids. Obviously, those are 2 clubs that have helped Oakland historically. So we're really, really excited about, continuing those, those relationships. That's key to us, obviously, to bring the best kids we can from Michigan. Then we picked up two Swedish kids, up top that, they're attacking players. So all three of these last young ladies are attacking players. And so we continue, as that has been the buildup in our recruiting strategy. We got some really good ones this year. And so we've added, some more for next year as well. And that is welcome news to us. Anytime we can bring in, threats in the attack, goal scoring, is a phenomenal opportunity for us to keep getting better in that area. And going back to the fall, we didn't work a lot on final third things in terms of, attacking per se. We did a lot of possession. We did a lot of, kind of themes that had to do with phases of the game. But even when we weren't working on the final third, the creativity we saw in our players this fall, the ability to just combine the movement, we scored a ton of goals. I don't know if we should be concerned about our defending. I think we're fine. It's just we've gotten so much better in the attack that's only going to help our defenders get better as well. So we're hopeful that we get to have people watch us play, because we feel like, man, we've come a long way. And again, we're excited about hopefully playing in 21, I guess, February of 21, and then obviously having our season in 2021 come August as well. So we're really excited about what's happening.
I believe it was Juan Pablo Favero that once famously told me there's a reason goal scorers make about $60 million a year at the highest level of the game, because not everyone can do it. But Juan Pablo, since you brought it up, let's touch on that as we wrap things up here in our discussion with Juan Pablo Favero, women's soccer coach for the Golden Grizzlies. What spring season preview, JuanPa? I mean, it's tough to talk about what we can't see, what we don't know for sure. But I mean, if things go according to plan, which obviously is not a given, certainly in the situation that we are in. But if things do go according to plan, bring us inside. What's it going to look like?
Well, that's the big thing, right? We're all hoping these vaccines work and that, the numbers will go down. We know everybody's working very hard all the way from the NCAA to the Horizon League and certainly our administration at Oakland to make this opportunity possible for our players. And so, we'll be thankful. Again, perspective, right? I know some of my colleagues are very frustrated, and for me as a leader, right, your frustration trickles down, or your positive energy trickles down. And so we've been trying to focus on prepare like we're going to play. I've used this analogy before, is like a rainout game, right? You don't know if the ref is going to let you play or not. And mentally you have to stay loose and relaxed, but focused on you're going to get to play. Because if you don't, and then the ref says we're on, you're in deep trouble, right? And so it's the same concept that we try to teach our players, is how do we keep mentally engaged, keep getting better, keep being focused on playing. And there's obviously always the disappointment that you don't get to play, but at least you'll be ready to play. So for us, there's a lot of question marks, because we did have about 6-7 players that opted out, and they decided to stay home. A lot of our international students, and that was an understandable choice that we supported and respected. So right now, the plan from what we're talking with them is that they're all going to opt back in, depending on what happens with the numbers and depending whether we get to play or not, obviously. And so we hope for the best. We're going to be optimistic. So we expect to have, all of our players back for the spring. So that makes us pretty excited. We've missed those young ladies and not being with us this fall. I'm sure they've missed being here as well. So we'll welcome them back in, and everything will flow pretty nicely for us as a team, kind of getting back together. So yeah, in terms of the soccer itself, we hope that mid-February is kind of what the Horizon League is telling us, that we'll start our season. It will be a shorter version than we're used to, but we're hoping to get at least 10 games in, 8 to 10 games, and then a conference tournament, hopefully. And the NCAA will have an NCAA tournament that'll be reduced from 64 to 32 teams, with obviously one Horizon League team going in there to represent our league. Our goal is to be that team. And so that's what we're preparing for. I think, again, I can't wait to be out there playing games. I know our players are itching to do so. And I think people, whether you can come if they let you, or if we end up having to stream games, I think people will be really pleased with how we're playing. Again, the goal scoring is the biggest difference, and just the attacking nature of our team now. I'm not going to give too many secrets up, but we're tweaking our formation a little bit now that we're where we need to be. So it's exciting. Again, there's a lot of unknown. There's a lot of anxiety out there for things more important than playing soccer. Let's be honest. But for us, this is what we love to do. Our players want to play. And so for me, it's just gratitude to our administration that they've worked hard with the testing and creating a safe environment for us to be able to train. I think it would have been very difficult for us mentally and emotionally if all we would have been doing is sitting around, looking out 4 walls and studying. And yeah, we could have done video and meetings and whatever, but players want to play, coaches want to coach. And so we're grateful for everyone's efforts, and we're optimistic that come February, we'll be wearing the shield and playing some great soccer and playing, obviously, to win championships.
Grateful for your efforts, JuanPa. I certainly do appreciate the time. As always, big thank you to Samantha Nelson as well for helping out with this. So for women's soccer head coach Juan Pablo Favero, my name is Neil Rule. Thanks for watching, everybody. Well, see you later.